Hey everybody, it's me, Sherri, and I'm all dolled up. Woo! But I'm here to talk about a serious fucking matter. Woo! Okay, so quick note, this is pertaining to one particular person that's involved in a drama with another big YouTuber, Onision. And I'm referring to the channel Onision Speaks because that's like where he's talking about the drama. And basically what's going on is, like, at first these little web news sites were calling him a pedophile for posting pictures of underage girls in their underwear. And I watched several of his videos. He is, like, brutally honest, but he's honest. And basically how he has it set up is that he's got a website. He tells them, if you want to post a picture that wants to be in a video, you can post here, and here are the rules. And so, like, but the problem, but like, people are trying to claim that he's a pedophile because he's 32, and that a lot of these girls are underage. But, like, if you really look at these pictures that he's using, most of them are looking between 16 and 20 something that I've noticed. And I'm sorry, like, some of their underwear covers more than what a bikini usually covers these days. And well, this one particular person that spoke up about the drama, whew, her name is Blaire White, and I'll make sure to post down below the video where she's talking about Onision and his videos talking about the drama, and him talking about her. But so I was watching someone else, and they had figured out who had talked shit about Onision, you know. And of course, me being the HellCat I am, curiosity got the better of me, and I went to go see her and see, like, what the fuck is up with this chick. So, a few things I learned based off her videos, or some of the videos that I was able to tolerate to watch. She is a transgendered woman, and wow, she is not like, alone with the comment that she made about Onision's wife about, let me read exactly, because, like me, and, you'd be right to question his wife because she switches between male and female daily. So you have a problem with non-binary people? Really? And, so what's the issue with that? Is it because she can't stick to one? Is that the issue? And, oh my gosh. And, like, in her video, she was like, oh my god, there's this one comment. Well, this picture is me and I'm not even 18. And Onision showed the picture that was attached to the comments and said under 18-year-old child, well, not child, but teenager, was fully clothed. Like, come on, girl. If you're gonna make an argument, pull up one with actual proof. If you're gonna make an argument, show the proof. Anyway, so I don't know what possessed me to watch her other videos that she has on her channel. I started watching them, and she's talking about how transgender children shouldn't have the right to transition. And, oh my goodness, it's, oh my goodness, she went on to saying hormones cause, you know, these poor little kids to go sterile if they start taking them, and, like, all this, she's just spouting a whole bunch of shit. I'm sorry, you've been living under a rock, honey, because there's a show called Jazz who is a transgender child going from male to female and explaining her whole experience. And you know what? In that whole experience, she's explained all the doctor's appointments she's gone to, all the therapists she's gone to, and all this stuff. She explains almost step by step exactly what she is doing to become full female, to the real self of her. Alright? So, Jazz, at the age of 4, came out saying, I am a little girl, not a boy. Alright? And her parents seemed okay with it, so they started taking her to a therapist and everything. And after many years of therapy, the therapist is saying, this child, she is correct. She is a girl. In her mindset, she is a girl. Alright? And then so her parents took her to her pediatrician and all the other necessary doctors to get her on blockers, hormone blockers. Now, what this girl doesn't understand is that they don't put children before they start their hormones on hormones for the opposite sex of the sex they're going towards to, because with blockers, all it does, it keeps them from developing the features that they were born into. So Jazz, who is born a male, who is trying to transition to a female, is basically taking a blocker to block her male hormones to keep her from developing as a male. Meaning, like, she won't, her muscles won't, like, grow like a male. She won't develop fat in different areas and everything. And her nose, her facial features won't grow into a male facial feature. Now, the great thing about these blockers, before you get them done, before your hormones actually start kicking in, is that later on, the amount of facial surgery you might need is lessened. It is lessened, because if you look at Stephanie Bright, and I can't remember her other name, but she's another YouTuber that is transitioning from male to female, and look at how much surgery they're going to have to need in order for them to transition from male to female. And they're a lot older than Jazz, where Jazz is taking a blocker, and that's not making her sterile. It's just making her hormones go, okay, well, we can't develop you into a boy. That's it. And as soon as the blocker wears off, or she decides not to transition, she can take it out anytime she wants. Anytime. And then her hormones, well, if she decides to become a he, his hormones will come back. But Jazz has been mindseted to become female, because this is what she identifies as. And then for this Blaire person not to even understand, like, I would think she would understand that the process for children is a lot more complicated than it was for her. A lot more complicated. So for her not to be as educated on this matter is just mind-blowing. Like, how do you not, like, do you really think there are parents that wake up one day and their child goes, well, I want to be a boy, mommy, and they're a girl. They're going to go, okay, let's go see the doctor and get you all the surgeries done, so that way, you know, it's done and set. No, that's not how it's done. And another thing, too, is that Jazz has to wait until she is 17 to get her bottom surgery. Because this is what her therapist and her doctor has stated. That it cannot be performed until she is 17. So there are medical professionals that are out there looking out for these children that you think that don't know their own bodies. I mean, just because you think a 4-year-old can't say, it's just, it makes me so angry. It makes me so fucking angry that there's someone like this. And it's like, you struggled. From what I understand, a lot of transgender people struggled and everything, and for you to be like, oh no, they can't feel this way, that's really fucked up of you to say that. That's really beyond fucked up of you to say that. And I really hope you don't consider yourself as a feminist, because like, Onision is a feminist, and he makes a lot more sense than you do. He actually puts actual facts behind his shit. Where you're just like, oh, you're just assuming crap rather than you're doing your actual research. But then again, you're living on a rock apparently, because you've never heard of so many shows coming out for transgendered people. It's just beyond crazy. Educate yourself, please. Please, before you open your mouth about transgendered children ever again. Because the more you open your mouth, the more it makes it seem like you don't understand. And you're supposed to be one of those people that understands. But yet, you're spouting out a whole bunch of stupidity at this point. You have no facts, you just assume that these kids are going straight on hormones. No, they're going on blockers. Because this is what doctors have figured out. So that way, if they do later on down the road decide to change their mind, it won't hurt them. But then again, you wouldn't know that because you don't educate yourself. You're not exposing yourself to the now what's going on around the world. You got yourself in a closed little bubble, and if people don't fit in this category or this category or this category, oh dear Lord, they don't know what they're thinking. No, there is a gray area that you seem to be missing. You're so, I hate to say this, you're colorblind in a sense to transgender children. Basically, you think, oh, because they're a child, they don't know what they want. You've never raised a child. You were a child, you still act like a child. But until you raise a child, please don't speak for parents that are trying to support their kids. I'd rather see a supportive parent than one of those parents, like, when their child finally opens up to them and says, Mom, Dad, I'm in the wrong body, and kicks them out for it. You're no better than them. You're no better than them, in a sense. Because you're not trying to understand where these kids are coming from. And that's sad, because you're transgendered yourself. And all I'm going to say is, please educate yourself on the matter before you open your mouth about kids. Honestly. Because this is just ridiculous. It's one thing to attack a grown-ass man who can defend himself, but you're basically, with these videos, if you talk about these transgender kids don't know what they want, you're attacking them. You're attacking how they feel on the inside. And you should know better. You should know better. So, whatever. Again, please educate yourself before you open your mouth again on a subject that you think you may have an understanding on, but you don't when it comes to prepubescent transgender children. Because you don't. You transition a lot later in your life, and I'm glad you became the person you are. But you're trying to deny these kids the ability, basically, by saying that they don't know what they want, when there's therapists, there's doctors, and there are parents that know what they want and what they need. And that's why there's so many steps that go through for these kids who want to transition and don't want to have to deal with trying to transition later in their lives, because they've seen it. They've seen it in others. We have so many transgendered people on social media explaining what they have to go through in order to become their true selves. And please don't be hating on genderqueer people. Don't be hating on them, please. Ugh. Just because I can't... Girl, you need to go, But yeah, go educate yourself, please. Alright? Alright, guys. I will talk to y'all later. Bye. Hey, guys. As you can tell, you reached the end of the video. Surprised you made it this long. Just don't forget to follow me on my social medias. I have listed somewhere. And don't forget to hit that little HellCat down below, or the little subscribe button to become a little HellCat, because you know you want to be one. Along with turning on those notifications, that way you're up to date on all the videos that I come out with. Alright, guys? And that's it. You know? There's not much else to say. Shoot. I don't know what else to say. Alright, guys. Later.